Judge Vonda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the cook.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Cook, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've got a 13-year-old daughter and a ex-husband that's decided to start his life over, but I can't do that because I've got a child to take care of, and I need some help doing that.
What do you mean by start his life over? He remarried?
You know, he's decided to go back to school.
That's a good thing, right?
That's fine, but it doesn't help us any.
Okay, you mean financially? It doesn't help you.
Financially, right.
Okay.
Here's our first twist. The ex has started his life over. And while that sounds emotionally dramatic, legally the court only cares about one thing: financial responsibility. Notice how the judge immediately redirects the conversation back to money, not emotions. Classic family court pivot.
Okay, what type of activities are your daughter, involved in?
She wants to do cheerleading, and she's on student council.
Okay. And I'm assuming student council costs, they have a membership fee or something?
They have membership fees, and they have a lot of activities that they do that they're involved in because it's kind of a leadership thing, and so they have a lot of things that they have to go to as well.
Okay. All right, and you're just looking for some financial assistance?
I'm just asking for some help.
Sounds pretty straightforward, sir. Is there a reason why you don't want to give her any money to pay for your daughter?
Well, it's not that I don't want to pay, it's just I'm not working at all. I'm a full-time student.
Okay.
My tuition is paid for, and I've got a Pell Grant, and I get basically $3,200 for a school year to help cover my living expenses as well. So,
do they break that up by semester?
It's broken up by semester. I have to maintain grades and stay in school. I have to prove that to be able to continue to receive the grant. So, just trying to further my education. I understand my daughter's important to me.
Okay, plot development. Dad's not dodging responsibility. He's just broke. Family court has a rule: you can't pay what you don't have. But here's a dilemma. Should higher education excuse child support? Viewers, what do you think? Should a parent in school get a temporary break? Or does the child's need come first?
Me, I love her very much, but I'm going back to law. I'm trying to get into law school, so I'm trying to figure out how to better it in the long run.
Okay, that sounds pretty fair, ma'am. Are you aware that he gets this Pell Grant money?
Yes, ma'am, I am. But I know a lot of students also work at least a part-time job.
Right.
And, the money he's getting with the Pell Grant, I know it's not a lot, but again, I'm only a daycare worker, so I don't get a lot of money either, and I need some help even just with her normal everyday things. I'm paying for her insurance as it is, and just trying to keep things going is difficult.
Right, I understand, but you can't squeeze blood out of a rock. Okay, you understand that, right?
Yes.
He's only going to be obligated to pay whatever it is that he has as income. Although some students may work, not all full-time students have a job either. I mean, you have to take that into consideration. So
Okay, plot development. Dad's not dodging responsibility. He's just broke. Family court has a rule: you can't pay what you don't have. But here's a dilemma. Should higher education excuse child support? Viewers, what do you think? Should a parent in school get a temporary break? Or does the child's need come first?
So based on the information that he provided and that the testimony that you both gave, him confirming the amount of money that he receives from going to school, and you knowing that, that's all he's going to be obligated to give you at the moment. Now later, at some time when he does, presumably go to law school or anything like that, you can receive extra money after he starts working. But as for right now, I can't take more from him than what he has. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So $3,200 per school year is not even, he's not even making a full year worth of that money. You said a semester is broken down, so like $1,600 or so?
That's about right. So I'm living with somebody else that's going to school, so we're helping split the expenses, trying to make it last as long as we possibly can.
Right. So, ma'am, based on what he's telling me, and I have to assume his testimony is true until you provide me with anything different. That's all he has at this time. So that's all that I can calculate off of. So because of that, $3,200 is not a lot of money. So I would have to base his child support on minimum wage. You understand?
This is a crucial legal moment. When a parent's income is extremely low, courts default to minimum wage calculations. It prevents the system from setting child support at zero while still recognizing financial limits. It's a balancing act, legally fair but emotionally frustrating.
Dan?
Yes,
Okay.
any help would help.
Okay, it's something.
Right.
It may not cover everything, but you also work. So until he's able to get a better, not necessarily a better job because he's not working right now, but maybe, as he keeps going through school, he may get more money from a Pell Grant. We don't necessarily know, but until that happens, he'll be at this amount. So gross of minimum wage is $1,256. Net of $1,134.87, which brings your monthly obligation to $226.97. That's based on minimum wage. Okay. All right. Would that $226 help cover something with student council?
Yes,
something
ma'am.
with cheerleading?
Yes, I just needed some help. I wasn't expecting him to do everything.
Okay. All right. And sir, you understand that, correct?
Here's the moment everyone waits for, the actual child support number. And it lands at $226.97. Not huge, but for many cases, even a small consistent amount can stabilize household expenses. Judges often walk parents through the math to avoid sticker shock or arguments later.
So when does that start?
That starts today.
Okay.
That obligation starts today. Just know that in the future, when you get a job or you start receiving more money for some reason from your Pell Grant, you have an obligation to report that. And if you don't, she can actually report it and bring you back to court. And at that time, you will be paying more than minimum wage and child support. Just want to make sure you understand that. So if you become a big time lawyer one day and for some reason your child is still under the age of 18, your child support can still go up.
I got it.
Okay, any questions from either of you?
Yeah.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And the judge wraps with a warning. If his income goes up, so does the support. This is standard but often overlooked. Child support adjusts to life changes. Also, did you catch the judge's subtle joke about him becoming a big-time lawyer? That's courtroom humor at its finest.